be formed by the Taoist Tai Chi Society of Canada. We're a registered charitable organization, and everyone here is a volunteer. And what they're going to do is demonstrate you a full set of the 108 moves, which alludes to improve your overall general health. What I will do while they're doing the demonstration, I will highlight for you some of the benefits of the moves. All these moves were instigated by a Taoist monk by the name of Master Moi Lin Shin, who arrived in Canada in 1970. Looked at the general health of Canadians and decided martial arts was not what we wanted, but was a form of health, improving our overall health. This is a complete exercise. You exercise all the joints, all the ligaments, all the tendons, the muscle groups in the 108 moves. You notice the turning of the hips and the shoulders. We're working very much on the spine. All the moves that you see are actually taken from martial art moves, but we do not call this the attacking martial arts. We call this internal or soft style martial arts. A lot of stretching and compressing of the joints takes place. Usually the three things that most of us experience as an improvement in our overall health, not necessarily in this order. One is flexibility, the other is leg strength, and the other, most importantly, as we get older, is balance. In fact, almost every move that you see requires balance.
You can't stand because then you're on side.
Some of the moves that we do, in fact all the moves that we do, have certain names. This one is called Carry Tiger to Mountain. Again, stretching and compression. The stretching of the joints is not done by locking them. We never lock our joints. We merely stretch and compress. Some of the people you see on stage have been doing Tai Chi, probably 12 or 13 years, and others, they have not even finished the beginner's course, which lasts for 12 weeks. One or two of them have even completed that 12-week course. So it just shows you how well and easy you can learn. Learn to stay together. Very important. And they can smile. I say that with jest, but I also say it because it helps people to relax. And one of the things that is very strange to Western culture with exercise is learning to exercise and relax at the same time. And that's precisely what we try to do. We call it moving meditation. You notice the moves are soft, slow, and gentle. We work all the muscle groups. We don't just work a few muscle groups and then puff and pant while we recover. Master Moi Lin Shin, who was the Taoist monk that brought Tai Chi to Canada, as a child was very ill and sickly, and out of compassion he was taken into a Taoist monastery where they helped him regain his health. And in gratitude for that, he devoted the rest of his life to showing the Taoist art form of health to the world. So Canada was very unfortunate that he came here first. We are in about 27 different countries, 500 clubs, with a membership of about 28,000 people worldwide. These are a series of kicks. There's 7 kicks in the set. This one is called punch down. Notice how exercising the back. Very important, working on the spine. Probably the most important bone structure in your body. And what we're trying to do is to turn the spine and stretch the spine, thereby stimulating the joints in the spine and also the nervous system. You notice the moves are very slow and very graceful. This move coming up is called pier to close entrance. They go down, bend the knees, come up, and the next move is carry tiger to mountain. As the moves progress during the 108 moves, they actually become, if you like, more demanding, or more stretching is taking place. This is called parting wild horse's mane, and there's a tremendous stretch that's taking place on the spine. The next few moves are very interesting, called Fair Lady Work Shuttle left and right. Again, another stretch. Turning of the hips and the shoulders. Transferring the weight from one leg to the other. There's a growing mountain of medical evidence that performing this kind of exercise is very beneficial to people who have different problems with their health, whether it's fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis, or arthritis. You'll notice if you watch, the weight is continually being transferred from one leg to the other. I mentioned earlier on there was 108 moves, but actually only 42 different moves. So a lot of the moves are repeated as you're watching. This is called Golden Cock stands on left leg, Golden Cock stands on right leg. This one is called Go Back to Ward Off Monkeys. Again, turning the hips and the shoulders, working the weight. You can smile, guys. Come. You'll notice there's no stress or strain on doing these movements. They're all done in a very relaxed, soft, gentle way. And they're working both the body and the mind together. We actually call this moving meditation. join the society as a charitable organization, the lifetime membership is $20, and then there's monthly dues. But the nice thing with the monthly dues is you can go to as many classes as you want. There are no drop-in fees. So if you decide to go to 3 or 4 classes a week, then you can do that. There's no extra charge. And we have different rates for seniors, adults, students, and children. That's the final kick in the set. Am I doing okay? I'm not sure which I'd rather do the Tai Chi or man the microphone. Okay, there's a little surprise coming now, so watch carefully. That's probably the most violent move in the whole set. And it's due, as I understand it, to jiggle the spine. We always start and finish the set with a bow, out of respect for Master Moylin Shin and for all departed Tai Chiists before us. So we take a few minutes. Okay, they're going to go straight into the second set. No, they're going to wait. They're going to wait. Okay. Okay. Would you like to see them do another set? All right. Okay. Moves that take place with the stretching and the contraction of the joints, the legs, the arms, the whole 9 yards. Okay, here we go. Some of the moves have interesting names. This is called left grass, bird's tail. The next one is called grass, bird's tail. You notice the turning of the hips and the shoulders, changing the weight. Step up to raise hands, and this is a really martial arts move. White stalk, spread wings. You notice in the moves, they're not just moving backwards and forwards. A lot of them are moving up and down. We call it sitting. And sitting is a very important part of the Tai Chi moves. This move is called Pakwa. And we're coming appear to close entrance. You notice that even though they're very close together, that they're managing to their space really well. That's because they're all working together. This move is called go back to ward off monkeys. This is done probably 6 times in the set. Again, it requires balance and leg strength. This is called slanting flying. And then present the T. In learning this art form, it's probably better not to sort of learn the moves, but more to follow. Learn to follow the moves. And in the set, we usually have what we call the four corners. The four corners are usually more experienced Tai Chiists, and they're the ones that kind of lead the set. And the rest of the group follow a corner. So no matter which way they're looking, they can see somebody they can follow. Called the wave hands like clouds. This is a very complex and involved move because you're moving sideways and you're working the legs, the hips and the shoulders and the arms and even the hands. These are the first two kicks of the set, and they're toe kicks. There's 7 kicks altogether, and the remaining 5 kicks are heel kicks. Again, there's a difference with the tendon stretching between the toe kick and the heel kick. And that's a very good stretch for the back, that particular move. This is called strike ears with fists, or strike tiger with fists. And then a heel kick. And you notice we do the moves in complete silence. There's no music or anybody talking, except for me right now. But normally it's all done in silence, meditative. What you will find is it reduces your stress levels. And we all need to reduce our stress levels at some time. We've had people come to us after a series of lessons saying they've lost weight. And it being that when they leave the lesson or the class, they feel very relaxed, don't feel stressed. And if they do feel stressed, they head for the refrigerator and get on a feeding frenzy. So that's a good example of how this can help. Guys, so you notice smiling is all part of the routine. None of this sort of gasping and sweating and wiping your brow and pounding your muscle groups. We don't pound our muscle groups. We stretch and move our muscle groups. We evolved by moving the whole body together, and means the tendons, the ligaments, soft tissue, the muscle, and the bone all work together, and more importantly, worked with the mind. So the mind and the body are working together. hands like clouds again. We do that 15 times in the set. First time it's 5, and then it's 7, then we finish with 3. And all the moves are designed in a sequence to really help develop better health. This is called the first snake. Come up. Again, go back to ward off monkeys. You probably find just watching it is very relaxing. In the Surrey municipality, we have about 9 locations where we give classes of the Taoist Tai Chi for beginners as well as continuing. The beginners class lasts about 12 weeks, and usually you can continue with the beginners, or we like to encourage you to go to a continuing level. The continuing level where we're actually seeing more today with the actual sitting and the rising. In the beginners, we merely teach the very basic moves. If we were to try and teach you the moves in detail, it would take forever and ever. That's why I mentioned earlier on, it's probably better to learn, watch and follow than actually learn different moves. Somebody making pictures. Okay, we come down for the next snake. Come up. This is called turn around to sweep lotus. And then we usually pause for a few seconds to learn to relax, if we haven't already relaxed. And then we finish with a bow. So how about a hand of applause? Okay? So what you've seen 2 sets performed by a demo group. They're not a special group, they're just individuals that go to different classes. There's probably here a mix of, 12 of us, so we'll probably go to 4 or 5 different classes. They all came together, and as you saw, their timing and the way they did the moves was well, I think was immaculate. And that just shows you how the Taoist Tai Chi, you can go to any place in Canada, any place in the world, and you'll do exactly what you did there. You won't feel out of place. So you go anywhere in the world and perform exactly the same sequence of moves. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay? How about a hand for the group? And thank you.